Hey bro fans, this is Todd. So it's finally time to share the story of my grandson's birthday. Now being I started this video a little early, let's go ahead and talk about some things. I sold my Headless Horseman, as you guys know, and it was funny because when I sold him, I had to buy it now for $45 left over from when I when I used a different auction. I didn't mean to have a buy it now for $45, so some guy got it and bought it right away for $45. And I'm like, man, oh. But I thought, you know what? Today's his lucky day. He gets it for $45, so there you go. All right, so it's time to talk about the awesome birthday. So my grandson, he turned 5 years old, and he's my only grandson, but I do have 4 granddaughters. Hey, Unicron, thanks for joining us. First one to reply, man. Thanks for the thing. So before his birthday started, we drove over to his house with that Castle Grayskull in the box. This is not it, of course. This is my Castle Grayskull. And he opened it up, and he started pulling it apart and getting into stuff, and he saw the sticker sheet and everything else, Let me see if I can find a... Here's a half sticker sheet left over from something else. And it's funny because I said to him, hey, your dad can help you with those stickers. And it's funny because my son, wow, he's 35 now. That's crazy. My son, anyway, I always stickerized his stuff for him, so he never had to put his own stickers on. And so it was kind of funny that I asked my grandson later on how his dad did putting on the stickers, if he did a good job or not. And so it was kind of a little humorous just to see, kind of poking fun at my son at the same time. But anyway, so he got the Castle Grayskull before the party. So I didn't want to drag it all the way to the party. We were going to some kind of indoor playground area where it had like a giant tree house and some fun stuff. And so I thought, this way he can have it there, and we could spend that special time with him, getting it all, having that time. So what he didn't know was I also had a Skeletor ready for him that was wrapped in the same wrapping paper, but I was bringing to the party. So we're at the party, and you get that point of too much birthday, what I'm talking about, where it's just a little too much going on. And sure enough, the too much birthday thing was going on. And so he was, kind of being a little difficult and stuff, as kids are. And he started just going through his presents and just started opening them. And, oh, it's Minecraft, and kind of throwing it aside. And, oh, it's more Lego, and tossing it aside. And then he got to his Skeletor. And he opens it up, and he kind of looks at me because we talked about the wrapping paper earlier because it was shark wrapping paper, and he had a shark t-shirt on. And he opened it up, and he saw it, and he goes, Skeletor! Really loud. And I'm like, yeah, I brought the cool gift this time, you guys. And I was just loving it because out of all the gifts, it was the only gift he yelled out like that. He was so excited to get Skeletor, and he got some pretty cool gifts. And then it was funny, that night, my son sent me a video, and he snuck into his bedroom with the video camera, or actually his phone, not really a video camera, get with the times, right? With his phone, and he showed me, and his son was sitting there on the floor with his Castle Grayskull playing with Skeletor in his castle. Now, I did get him a HeMan and Battle Cat one other year for his birthday. So he has that from before. And I asked if he still had them, and he said yes, he did. They were all pulled apart, though, by the bathtub in the bathroom. And I still have a Panther for him to give him later on. So it was pretty cool. Now, let me kind of preface some of this, why I was hesitant about giving him his own Castle Grayskull. My youngest son, who's now 26 years old, going to be 27 here pretty quick. I got him Battle Armor Skeletor years ago. And so every Christmas Eve, we always open one gift at Christmas Eve, the night before. And so I said, hey, have him open this. And I was all excited, to give my youngest boy his own battle armor Skeletor. And it was the commemorative, but it was after the commemorative was already kind of done. So it was a little bit of money to buy them on eBay. And under the Christmas tree was a battle armor He-Man to go with it. I thought, okay, this is going to be so cool. He's going to love this, his own Skeletor and his own He-Man. And he opens up the battle armor Skeletor and he starts bawling and crying. And I couldn't believe it. I felt so bad. He was like, oh, I got Skeletor. And he's just crying because it's not what he wanted, And so I was a little gun shy then, giving this to my grandson, not knowing exactly how it would turn out. But man, it turned out awesome. When he got that Skeletor and he opened them up and he yelled, Skeletor! And just, because all the other gifts, he even got a really cool Nerf gun. He got all kinds of cool Minecraft stuff. And everything was like, kind of tossed it aside, and into the bag. And then out comes the Skeletor and his little 5-year-old voice. So excited. And then that night too, sitting in his bedroom while his dad sneaks the camera in to show me, or his phone, and he's sitting there playing with his castle. And it's funny, my son goes, out of all the things he got, all the cool presents, the video games, the Minecraft stuff, all the Lego, he wanted to play with Castle Grayskull. That was so cool. Eric says, I'm doing a new He-Man project, like restoring my Grayskull vintage parts to the first color. Nice. Excellent, Eric. Herc says, need the spacesuit just because, laughing out loud. Hey, Mike. Actually, Eric, my day was pretty good today. My grandson was actually over today with his dad, and we were kind of hanging out, and I watched his dad play Monopoly Junior, and it had dinosaurs in it. I don't really know exactly what was completely going on with that game. It was a little different than Monopolies I ever knew. But it was kind of fun to watch him. He asked me if I wanted to play too, but I was afraid that if I was to play too, that my grandson would be kind of pushed aside and become a battle between my son and I on who could win the Monopoly game. And I didn't want that to happen, so instead I just sat back and watched my son play with his son, and they had a good time as he's trying to explain the rules and trying to coach him on buying properties. And he's like, but I have money. I don't want to buy a property. No, you want to buy the properties. No, I don't want to buy the properties. It was pretty funny. Let's see. Eric said, I just got done restoring a vintage Snake Mountain parts to their first color. Nice. Thanks, James. Yeah, it was a really fun story. Let's see. Master Voice Toy Hunter says, greetings, Sir Todd. I hope your grandson enjoys the new castle playset there. Yeah, I'm sure he will. And it's nice is his new castle doesn't have the droopy floors like this one does. And what I'm thinking of doing is, because we see him 5 days a week as he comes here all the time, I'm thinking about 3D printing stuff with him. Floors for his castle, walls for his castle. When I give him a Panther, a helmet for his Panther, so he can watch the stuff printing knowing it's going to be his for his castle. And then I'd show him on the computer first to kind of get him interested in that 3D development stuff. I think that'd be kind of fun to do together. So it's not just here's a castle, hooray. No, here's a fun time with Grandpa for weeks to come as we build your castle out for the different parts. So I think it'd be kind of fun to do. I'll probably have his dad paint it with him though instead of me. So we'll see how that goes. So that'll be cool. Yes, great new generation of young Masters of the Universe fans. My granddaughter, who's now 15, I bought her all kinds of She-Ra. So his older sister got all kinds of She-Ra stuff. And I remember one year she says, Grandpa, please don't give me any more She-Ra stuff. And I knew that it was over. That era was over and done. And it's like, okay, I gotta wait. Now, I did just give my other granddaughters, Tila and Evil Lynn, and then I did just give one She-Ra, I think it was a little after Christmas, no, a little before Christmas. That's right, it was a Just Because gift. before Christmas. And so that's kind of cool. So we'll see. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it, man. Anyway, I want to keep this video short, so that way then it is able to be shared easily. I found the long videos are harder to share with your friends. So please share this. If somebody else think they would enjoy the story of hearing about my grandson getting Castle Grayskull and his Skeletor. And like, subscribe, tell your friends. And I'll probably be on later to hopefully do some more videos tonight. It's Saturday, so I got lots of time. I'm not busy working right now. And my wife's in the backyard doing yard work. I did help her for a little while, but I don't think she likes my help. So I'm in here making videos and having fun. So yes, I plan on getting all my grandkids to watch the Filmation series. I'll probably have my granddaughter start watching She-Ra soon. That'll be fun. Not the Netflix She-Ra, but the old original. I was thinking of starting with Sots, and then of course the Christmas special would be fun to do afterwards too. So that'll be fun. Let's see. Don't worry, boys are more loyal to Moto stuff. And happy birthday to your grandson. Nice. The real She-Ra, Gnomsky. Yes. The real She-Ra. All right. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. There's no Darth Vader because it's a live video. Let's see. Just see my 3 comments. I did, Eric. I actually responded back to you, man. And that is it. All right. Until next time, good journey. Bye now.